Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. As always, sub-button chapters, all that good stuff. Listen, we're not gonna have the regular intro today because this is breaking news. These are some hot-ass buttons just making its rounds right now on FGC social media. Everybody is about to be talking about this shit, well, to some degree, because Arslan Ash, arguably the greatest Tekken player of all time, some even argue the greatest fighting game player of all time, has just been apparently banned, or was banned, for steroid use. Steroid use. And I guess he received like a 2 to 3 year ban. We're about to unpack it all. So far, I only see one video released about this, which we'll talk about that in a second. Links down below for everybody. Arslan Ash, though, here's what I'm gonna say. This is an updated version, because I didn't want to post just with the statement, because that statement's pretty damn hot. It's pretty damn big. I wanted to do more research and be like, all right, does Arslan speak out? What actually happened? What is the FGC saying? So we're about to cover all of that. Chapters down below. Anyway, let us check these peculiar ass, shocking ass buttons. Let's go.
Today we have here what is quite possibly the biggest story ever in terms of Tekken, and it's one of the biggest in terms of the FGC.
Okay, so I'm pausing it right here. This is Moonsault Slayer. The reason why I'm checking out his video is because so far, when I was looking up some information on all of this, I saw that he posted first. So I was like, okay, what does he have to say? So what I'm gonna do, I wanted to get all sides, right? So like I said, chapters down below, his information down below, so you can see this full video of his if you want to. We're just gonna check out a couple of clips. Let's go.
Will say at the start is that some of this information I am skeptical of myself, and I had to do a lot of research to try and verify what is actually being said here. And from the conclusions that I came to, this is coming from a legit source, and the information we're looking at is true. Now, if there is any deviations, if Arslan says anything, if this organization speaks out, if Tekken says anything, if there's anything that happens after this moment, I will make a follow-up video and try to correct anything that I get wrong in this video, because by no means do I want to add to the chaos that is going to unfold. It all starts with this tweet here where someone says Arslan Ash banned by IESF for doping. What's going on? World Championship 2022.
Okay, so now he's on the actual website from the people that actually made this statement, which it's legit. I looked the shit up. I was like, oh, this is a real fucking thing. It's like an anti-doping organization, I guess just like USADA in the UFC. And they actually go around testing players, which is weird as hell. Who knew this existed in the FGC?
The athletes' results between 10 December 2022 and 26 April 2023 were also disqualified, with resulting consequences as described Article 1010 of the IESF ADR. IESF reports that athlete Arslan, and then that's his last name, Arslan Ash, who represented Pakistan and won the Tekken 7 title, was sanctioned with a 2-year period of ineligibility after testing positive for 19 Norstrone. I had to look up the pronunciation of all of these words.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce. That's part of the reason, I'm not gonna lie, that I was like, let's see what he has to say, because I'm not pronouncing these damn words. It's like fucking every letter in the alphabet is in these words. Anyway, let's continue. Almost done.
But basically, these are different type of steroids, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 listed here. So there's 4 different type of steroids that he basically was caught using. It says following an in-competition doping control on 10 December 2022. One thing that makes me question this, and I don't know anything about any of this, so I'm definitely going to be looking at the comments to see, what I get wrong and what I'm misunderstanding. But why did it take so long for this information to be made public? We're talking about a Tekken 7 tournament that happened in 2022 December. We're like 3 years later. From what I understand about like the Olympics and things of that sort, when someone shows up and they're full of steroids, they get found out immediately. So why did this one take 3 years, and why was this published just now? That's just my questions, me being kind of like new to this type of conversation. It continues and says all above mentioned substances are prohibited substance under the World Anti-Doping Prohibited List. More specifically, all substances were listed as prohibited substance under Class S1 A1 anabolic androgenic steroids of WADA 2022 prohibited list. And this is something that I can confirm. When I was doing research for this video and I was looking up all of these different type of drugs, all of them in their description said banned by IESF. Its period of ineligibility was effective from 26 April 2023 until 25 April 2025 per article of the IESF ADR. So it seemed like he was banned for 2 years, and now that ban has just been lifted, which is probably why this article has just been posted, because it's saying that he is now unbanned and he can compete again. But since, basically the entire Tekken community and the FGC is being made aware of this, I wonder what the ramifications will be, because there was probably many other tournaments that he competed for during the time of this December 2022 run, and I wonder if any of those like Combo Breaker CEO, if any of those guys will have something that they want to say about this, or even Bandai Namco as a whole. Bandai Namco has seemingly been cracking down on cheating, on toxic behavior.
All right, so let's stop it there. So we have that, right? We have that article that was released. Initially, people were like, holy shit, most people, I mean, I would guess 99.9% of everybody, including myself, had no idea this was going on. Maybe no idea that this fucking organization even existed, right? Because we're talking about esports. Now, we've heard cheaters and stuff like that. Like I said, those other kind of drugs that they take. We've heard all that stuff before, but to go even this in depth, as far as like doping, right? Stuff that you would, I guess, test UFC fighters for or shit like that. I'm surprised. I didn't know this shit even existed. But let's see what the FGC is saying. All right. So right here I see Joe Crush saying none of these affect reaction time or skill. Plus, it's years after this happened. Also, I don't see why all of a sudden people are getting tested when Adderall use in esports is widely common already, something that actually affects reaction time. Also, no one knows IESF because they're a wannabe league already, so it's just very sus. Damn, okay. That's a very interesting debate because you're talking about Adderall, right? And I've seen that debate before, remember? Because people have pointed fingers at Sonic Fox saying Sonic uses Adderall. Why are we not, like, why is this okay? Other people, Sonic has rebutted that. Other people have spoken out as well saying, well, it depends, I guess, like if you actually need Adderall, it doesn't really help with that. Because I know Adderall can hit you 2 different ways. If you don't need Adderall and you take it, I think it's supposed to work like speed, right? But if you do need it, I guess if you do have, what is it, ADHD or something, and you take it, then it doesn't have the same effects. I don't know. All I know is Sonic and other people have come out and said it doesn't work like you guys think it does. But obviously there's a lot of people in the community that feels like, no, it really does, and people use it for that very reason. Now, continuing on, I see others right here saying the ban is from 3 years ago. The reason why his ban was made public today is because his ban was lifted today, and they actually said that. Now, we're going to check out this article in a second. Speed Kicks adds saying, after doing the absolute bare minimum of research, I regretfully conclude that Arslan has been cooking us and all of our legends legitimately. Okay, so obviously I think the reason why he's saying that is because even if these steroids were helping him, even if, right? If you look at the time frame for these, he stopped taking them. Like he was taking them during like a 2 to 3 period time, like when they tested him and when he got the ban, and he's still winning. Like to this day, he's still Arslan Ash. So I think that's why he's saying like, okay, he's cooking us legitimately. On top of that, he might be saying it because these particular steroids or muscle enhancers or whatever have nothing to do with the mind, they're more with the body, like for bodybuilders. Let's continue on. Now, this is the thing that reveals a lot. It's the pro Pakistani. So I believe a news source out there, they posted this in response to all of this. This was just posted today, all right? They go really in depth, even got a response from Arslan. So this is where it gets like, we're gonna unpack a lot right here. So check this out. Arslan Ash was unfairly banned from a Tekken 7 tournament for an absurd reason back in 2022. The news only came to light after the International Esports Federation shared an official statement on their website a few weeks ago, revealing the nearly 3-year-old ban, which has now been lifted. Down here, why was he banned? Let's see, Pakistani Tekken legend for using steroids, 2022. Doping test, a test which was not even designed for esports players, but athletes. Arslan tested positive for several steroids in this test, including 19, whatever these words are, 19, whatever, damn, my boy was loaded. Anyway, these are well-known anabolic let's see, steroids typically used for bodybuilders to gain muscle mass and physical strength, but offer no advantage to the competitive gaming. Now, continuing on, why the ban made no sense. Steroids like those Arslan tested positive for do not enhance reaction time, mental focus, precision, or strategic decision making, all of which are needed in competitive gaming. In contrast, substances like Adderall or Modafinil, is that how you say it? Which enhance cognitive sharpness and reflexes are far more commonly used in competitive esports and often overlooked. Somebody was even posting in a thread. I can't remember where I saw it. It was in the last 2 years, I want to say, where they were like, you can go to tournaments and fucking buy Adderall. People sell Adderall, I want to say $20 a pop or something. I'm not the plug. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I've seen threads like that doing research and shit where people are like, they sell it all the fucking time at tournaments. So it's very interesting because I don't even know how you fucking test for Adderall. I'm pretty sure nobody's actually testing for Adderall. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Shit goes deep. Shit goes deep. All right. The good news. Thankfully, none of this hindered Arslan's ability to participate and compete in Tekken tournaments around the globe. He has been able to join and win numerous other major titles since 2022, including the continued win streak at EVO. He is currently a 5-time EVO champ and will hopefully continue to win. If anything, this news confirms that Arslan had no unfair advantage over his competition in Tekken tournaments. Arslan Ash clarified to Pro Pakistani that the substances he used were strictly for bodybuilding purposes during the COVID era when tournaments were suspended globally. Okay, but didn't it say 2022? We were back by then, right? But I don't know about maybe like his region or something like that. I don't know, because COVID hit, 2020? It lasted all that year, leaked into the next year. So I thought by 2022 we were back. I could be mistaken because I'm not sure how that ran with the esports, with the world and the pro circuit and shit like that. But anyway, continuing on. I wasn't aware these drugs were banned in esports. I was never using them for any kind of advantage in gaming. Once I learned about their risk and anti-doping rules, I stopped using them completely. He also revealed that the testing protocols used by IESF were designed for physical athletes, not esports professionals. And there you have it. All right, so Arslan spoke to Pro Pakistani. It's crazy to me because you see a lot of replies from the FGC as well. People are like, what the fuck does this even mean? Like, why are we testing, people in the FGC for this shit? I'll show some of the comments on the screen right now. I saw other comments where people are like, we gotta test John Ding. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? I'm so confused. Others are like, this is a nothing burger. So, when you see a title like that, Arslan Ash, steroids, he was bad. Of course, it's gonna be a major headline and you're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck did this guy do? This is fucking crazy because it's Arslan. Like I said, arguably the best Tekken player ever. So holy shit, wait, he was cheating the whole time? Apparently, the way it looks, we're going off the way it looks and what we're reading, not so much. Now, you're gonna take this, interpret it the way you see fit, but from the news source that I'm looking at and from the drugs or the steroids that he was taking, it looks like it was all for bodybuilding. I don't know why, though, he was tested in that way. Like, we have a lot of bodybuilders in the FGC, dudes that are proud of lifting weights. They're always posting muscle health and all this shit, like really big guys. I've never really heard of them being tested, or at least them saying anything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this shit works. I would be very interested to see if that was only done to him because of where he lived. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like we really focus on these particular players. Maybe he just stood out because he's fucking Arslan. I don't know. Or if this is something that goes on globally, but we just don't really hear about it. I just think it's fucking weird that it came out like this. I also could see how people that don't like Arslan would try to use this to make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone on the record multiple times on this channel saying I like Arslan. So obviously this can come out biased. I don't know him personally. I just always root for him. You know what I'm saying? He's been one of my favorite players. I like his personality. I like the hype that he brings, you know. So I have certain players that I root for, you know, and I'm very vocal on this channel throughout the years. But when this story broke, I was like, holy shit, you can see it's fucking trending right now. Look at trending, Arslan, 4,328 posts. So it's gonna get bigger today, y'all. It's gonna continue to grow. And the thing is, it's probably gonna be taken out of context. Some people are gonna just see that title, be like, oh shit, he's a fucking cheater, you know what I'm saying? So I would hope that people do their research. And that's why I'm here posting this, trying to rush this video, because I'm like, I honestly thought, y'all, when I saw it, I was like, fuck. Because I have to report. That's the bottom line with doing the news. Whether I like you or not, if it's news, y'all, and it's truth, I gotta report it, man. And if there's an update, I'll update it. But either way, I gotta do it, you know, and be as non-biased as I can. You know what I'm saying? But upon further research, like I said, it does look like a nothing burger. That's from my point of view. I presented you the information right now. Like I said, you take it, you interpret it as you will. But it does look like, you know, that much. And as far as like what Moonsault Slayer was saying in his video, I wonder what will come of this, because Bandai's been cracking down on cheaters, you know, online, offline. I don't think nothing will come of this, honestly, because of the way it is, the particular anabolic, I guess, steroids that he was using, the fact that it's been lifted. I honestly don't think anything's gonna come from this. I don't think they're gonna look at anything and be like, oh, we have to ban you from this, or whatever you won previously, we have to take away points or anything like that. Honestly, I don't see them making a statement at all. If anything, Arslan might make a statement on Twitter, like an update as of today. But honestly, if I'm guessing, I don't think anything's gonna come from this. If it does, y'all be the first to know, because I'll definitely let you know. But that's where it lies right now. That's where it lies. Crazy ass world we live in. Esports getting tested. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And that is Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Today we are gonna do my very best to post 2 videos today. Obviously this is the first one. Thank you guys for rocking with me. We started July. We are finally here. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I've had this itch ever since Dirty Low left. I had this itch, you know, he moved out, got his own, he moved out, got his own place, and we shoot the shit every now and then, but he's a very busy man. This dude has a full-time job. I literally think he only gets 1 day off a week. Just 1 fucking day off a week. This man's on the grind. So anyway, with that being said, I've had this itch since we haven't been able to do Bogus Journeys anymore. I was like, I gotta carve out time to run the set. I really do. I have a whole Twitch channel. I never fucking use it. It's just there. You know, I hop on every now and then to see stuff, but I never stream. I literally never stream. So I was like, this is gonna be the year. I've mentioned it in the past. So here's my plan. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna start figuring out how to set the shit up so I can start running the set. I don't know if it's gonna automatically start off with, like, you know, green screen and all that fancy shit like that. But either way, we'll be there, because I wanna, you know, communicate with y'all, and I wanna play some fucking games, you know what I'm saying? I wanna just sink my teeth into a lot of the shit. The old shit that I love, the new shit that I haven't tried yet, I wanna just give it all a chance. I thought about doing here, like going live with some gaming on YouTube, but I was like, nah, I think it might kind of blur up the message here, and I might put too much shit on this channel. So either way, I'll do it. We'll figure it out, and you guys will be the first to know when it goes live. So thank you guys for the amazing love. I will see you soon. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.